Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this fantasy sort of style mushroom house. So we're going to have a look around before we get into building it, just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what it looks like on the inside and the outside. So we'll start off with the outside. Let's just do a quick fly around and I'll show you guys all the angles of it. So as you can see, it's got three main mushrooms. So you've got the big one in the middle and the two ones on the sides, and it also is raised a bit off the ground. But also, if you guys want it to be a bit shorter, then you can remove this mushroom here and put it a bit closer to the ground. But I think that height works out pretty good for a nice little view and everything like that. But hey, now let's head on the inside. So obviously the main entrance is down here. And if we head up, first thing we'll see is the smaller mushroom down here. So I decided to put an enchantment table in here. So this is why this is optional. So if you don't want an enchantment table, you can always drop it down further or put something else in here. But now if we head on up further, we'll get to the main living area. So up here, as you can see, have got a nice big porch just out here, which will give you a nice view over the area. And back on the inside over here, we have got the living area, which I have put a nice TV on the wall, and a couch and a table and everything there. Now, furnishing in this is optional. I will leave the furnishing till last, so you guys can do the furnishing yourself if you want, or you can follow how I've done it in this video. But anyway, next up, that will lead us up to the bedroom. We'll have a look at that in a moment. And in here we have got the kitchen, complete with a nice little stove going up there, and a nice little area to look through to your living quarters. Okay, now let's head on upstairs, and also we have got a fair amount of storage just put around all over the place, scattered around for you guys to use. Now if we head on up top here, this will be the bedroom up here. So it is a nice small little compact bedroom, but you have got a beautiful view out the window. It will look a lot better than what I have got for you guys, because I am on super flat and there's not much to look at out there. Okay, and we have also got a bit of storage here with some stuff there, with some barrels. Okay, and that's pretty much the house layout, guys. So if you guys are happy with that, we're going to jump right into building it. So let's get into it. Okay, so the main materials that I'm going to be using for this build, and you guys can switch this up if some of these materials are a little bit hard for you to get. Like for instance, you can use wool to build this, or if you just want only concrete or only terracotta, then you guys can also do that. But the materials that I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using bone block for the main stem and everything going up, because I think it adds a nice little texture, rather than just a white concrete. For the main red mushroom, we're going to be using red terracotta. For the spots on the mushroom, we're going to be using white concrete, or even white terracotta would look nice as well. We're obviously going to be using leaves for a bit of added detailing going around the stem, because I reckon it makes it look quite nice. Obviously we're going to be using ladders for our way to get up top, and we're going to be using oak wood planks for our main flooring. We're going to be using just regular old glass for the windows, and we're going to be using oak fences for that. And there are more materials obviously for the interior and stuff like that, which we'll get into later, but this is the main stuff that we're going to be using. Okay, now let's just head over to a nice spare spot over here. So the first thing we're obviously going to be doing is building the main stem all the way up to the top. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start off by placing one here, take that up to 3 in length, and hook it around the back like that, and to the front like that. And that will be our entrance. Now we're just going to take that up by another 2, for all of these. And then we're going to put one across the top, which will obviously just raise that up and then just remove the 2. Because I'm using bone blocks, we kind of want them to be facing all the same way. Okay, now with this one, we're going to go ahead and raise this up to a total of 25 blocks. So we've already got 3 there, so we need to take all these up to a total of 25. Okay, I'm going to cut this part out, but just count your way up, guys, and I'll see you then. Okay, once you guys have got a nice tower going up like that, next up we're just going to count down where our floor is going to be. So we're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one, we're going to break one and break one below it. Okay, and this is where our floor is actually going to be starting. But what we're going to do from here is we're actually just going to pop in here, and we're going to block up the top part here. Just down so it meets up with our head here. Alright, and then to make it easier for you guys to get up and down, we're going to pop in here and we're going to place down some ladders going all the way up on this back block. Until you reach the top here, and then take it all the way up. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to place down 1, which I've already placed, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then we're going to pop around this side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on this side, And now we're going to start going diagonal. So what we need to do here is place one extra there, one there, and then remove that one. Okay, so we're going to do that another one, and one more. And then this one needs to go across 1, 2, 3, until it meets up with the middle here again. We're going to take that across, and then we're going to go another 3 out, so 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to pretty much keep repeating this whole pattern going all the way around. So again, 3 and the 4th, meet it back up with the middle, and then another 3 going out the side. And you're just going to repeat what you did on that side, just on this side. Okay, and this is what you guys should have, so it's as even on all sides, it all meets up perfectly. Once you guys have that, next up, all the inside of this, we're just going to go ahead and fill it with planks. Okay, once you guys have filled in all that like that, we're going to go ahead and grab our red terracotta then, and we're going to go to the edge of any of the sides. I'm going to place one on the edge, and then we're going to take it down by 2. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and trace all of this around the edges of what we've placed. So just go around and just go around the very edges of it. Try and stick very close to it, don't go any over the extra over. So like for instance with this corner here, what we're going to have to do is place one, take it in, remove that corner. So that just goes right up against this wood here. And you want to keep doing that all the way around until you reach back to where you were. Once you guys have this going around like that, so again, it's not sticking over the edges at all, it's right up against the wood, going all the way around. Next up, we're going to head around to any of these sides, and we're going to go ahead and place one there, and take it all the way to the end here. Then just above that, one in, we're going to take that across to there. And now, with these corners, we're going to go ahead and place it on the diagonal parts, just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Then again, just one in this time from that, and take it all the way to the end, and then we're going to go ahead and go up like that, and then diagonally again, all the way to the next one. And just keep repeating what we've done, like that, and diagonal. And the final one, across like this, and on top of that, and diagonal. Until you get back to where you were. Alright, and now we're going to take it up to the next level. So we're going to go ahead and go just above this, place 1, and then we're going to be placing 2, all the way across to there, and then another 1, and then again, on all these diagonal points, take it up by 2, and then we're back to here, so this would just go up by 1, and then these will be 2 again. And then diagonal 2s again. You're just going to keep repeating this until you get back to where you were. And this is what you guys should have after that. So there is a gap in between each of these, and it's all symmetrical all the way around. Next up, we're going to start on any of these sides again, right next to this block here. We're going to place 1 in, 1 up, 1 in, 1 up, and 1 in, 1 up. And that's going to go over another 1. I'm going to do the same on this side just here. So again, in, up, and up. And that's what you guys should have there. We're going to repeat that for all the sides. So again, one more time, in and up, and in and up. Same with this one. So you get back to the middle, and you're going to repeat that for the other 2 sides here. Once you've got that going around like that, next up we're going to pop over here. I'm going to place 1 there, and take that up by 2. And over like that, till it meets up with that block there. Repeat the same on this side, so again, place a block there, take it up, and over. And just in this middle part here, we're going to raise it up to that same height, and that's what that should look like. Now we're going to repeat this for all the other sides again, so just here, take it up, and over, up, and over, and then just 2 blocks up. Repeat that for the other sides and we'll be good. And this is what you guys should have so far. So now with this empty part that we got here, we're just going to go ahead and fill that one in on all sides. So just go across like this and just fill in those gaps for all of them. And then we're going to go ahead and go up another layer again. We're getting close though, guys, so if you're getting confused, it doesn't go for too much longer. And we are going to add the second mushroom and stuff in later because I thought this might be easier to understand if we do this main part first, then put the hole in later on. But after you guys have filled in those holes, we're going to go up top here again with the highest block. We're going to go diagonal by 1, remove that one, and again, diagonal by 1, remove that. And then we're going to kind of trace along the inside like that. Okay, and then on this side, we're going to go diagonal like that, and diagonal again, and remove that block. And that's what you guys should have there. So we're going to repeat that for all the other sides again. So one more time, diagonal, remove, trace this one along, go to the other. Alright, and this is what you guys should have. So if I just go up and give you a bird's eye view, you guys can pause there if it is still a bit confusing. Alright, now we'll drop back in and we're going to work on the next layer up. So we're just going to take that up, remove that bottom block, and this one's a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is just trace close to the edges. We don't have to remove any blocks, just keep tracing along the edges. Don't go any further out than what you can just to go around it. You're just going to keep taking this along until you reach where you started. After you've traced all the way around, we're going to do the exact same thing for the next layer as well. So just continue tracing around the edges. And then what we're going to do for the top layer is we're just going to fill in the rest at the very top, which I'll show you guys in just a moment. Alright, so once you get this back to the start here, for this next and final layer, we're just going to go again, up and over, remove that block, and I'm just going to fill in the remaining of this, just fill it all solid. Okay, so next up, we're going to start working on the lower mushroom. So this part can be a little bit complex, but I'll try and keep it as simple as I possibly can for you. Okay, so just off our entrance here, we're going to go on the left side. So we're going to count up by 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one, we're going to place a block like that. Then we're going to go diagonal up, remove that bottom block, diagonal again, remove the bottom, and diagonal again, remove the bottom. Now this one is going to go up by 1, 2, like that. Next up, we're going to pop over here, and we're going to go ahead and go 1 there, 1 up, remove that bottom block, we're going to place another 2 on top of that one, then again, this one, 1 out, remove that bottom one, and we're going to take this up by another 3, so that is going to be 4 total for that one, 3 total for this one. And this next one, we're going to place out, up, remove the bottom, this is going to go up by another 2, and then we're going to go ahead and place 2 there. And now what we want to do is just repeat that on the other side. Okay, so again, on this side, we're going to go over, place that, remove the bottom one, take that up to there, out, up, remove, and take that up to the same height as that side, and just keep repeating that all the way up to the end here. Next up, we're just going to pop in here, and we're going to place down 2 blocks there. Next up, we're going to go above that, and take that out to there. And again, on this one, take it out another one. We're going to remove that block, and we're going to trace this along to the end there. And then we're going to go ahead and take that around the corner, remove that block, and continue that along to this corner. Again, repeat the same thing, remove that block, and take it all the way down to here, and 1 block there. You should have it looking like that. Alright, and now the next layer up, so we're going to go ahead and, again, take it out by 1, remove the inside block, take it out by 1, remove the inside block. I'm just going to go ahead and trace around, so place that corner block there, and around like that. I'm just going to take this all the way around until we reach the actual mushroom itself. Whoops, remove 1 too many. Until you get back to here. Okay, that's what you guys should have so far. And now we're going to raise it up by another one, so let's place blocks on top of all these. And then we're going to go ahead and take it in by 1. With this one, you can just trace along the inside, you don't have to remove the corner blocks, so just trace all the way along until you get back to here. And then we're going to go ahead and place blocks on top of those, just covering up any gaps that are there. And that's what you guys should have. Okay, so now we're going to start on the upper mushroom. So again, this will be on the right side of your entrance, so along this side here. And just on the second layer up, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, then out by 1, whoops, out by 1, then that will be another 2, and then out by another 1, and this one will go up to 4. And then on the sides of those ones, we're going to repeat again. So 1 extra block there just to get it up, remove, that's going to go up by 2. Again, corner block, remove, that's going to go all the way up to the top there. I'm going to repeat the same on this side, so just a random block, up, random block, up, until you get to the top here. Next up, we're going to go next to this block here. We're going to go ahead and remove that. Then we're going to go up by 1, 2, 3, and then take this one all the way up to the top there. Repeat the same on this side, so again we're going to go 1, 2, plus remove that bottom block there, and then take this one all the way up. And then the final part for the stem, we're just going to go ahead and place 1 block there, 1 extra on the side there just to get it in, remove that, and take this up to the top there. Okay, so next up we're going to start laying down the next floor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place 1 there, and 1 extra going out, and another one on top of that. Okay, and we're going to keep tracing this along like this. So again, just to here, we're going to take it out by 1, and another one after that. Alright, we're just going to keep going along, back to here, and we're going to take it out another 1 and 2, until we get back to here, and same on this side, so out by 1, and out by 2. So if we're standing up on top, going off our 2 hole here, it's 3 going out that way, 3 going out that way, 3 and 3. Okay, next we're going to need our red terracotta again. I'm going to drop down below here. I'm going to place 1 there, 2 off the sides, 2 off the sides, around this side, and we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again on this side, till you 1 off the end, and then back across this side. Okay, and we're actually just going to knock off these corners here, because we don't actually need them there. We're going to start working on the walls, so just on the side of where we place down our white, we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to take this up all the way around like this, including this corner here. Whoops. And you're just going to keep tracing this along until you reach the end. Next up, on any of these flat sides, we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to stick to the inside going diagonally like this for 2. And then we're going to take this one along the edge again, so just along like that till you 1 off the end, and then go diagonal again. Just make sure you remove those corner blocks that we put in just to get across. Just going to keep going until you reach back to the start, and we'll work on the next layer. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go up to the next one. So again, this one's going to be the exact same thing. So we're just going to trace along the inside, make sure we remove those corner blocks until we get back to where we started. And then we're going to work on the final top part. And if you guys are wondering where the windows and stuff are, we're leaving that sort of stuff until last. Okay, once you get back here, we just got the final layer on top. So this one you're just going to feel solid, just on the inside, sticking to the inside of it. Okay, so next up we're going to go to the front here, and we're going to start working on the part sticking out the front there. Okay, so just here, we're going to go ahead and remove this all the way along until you reach to here. Then this is going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go ahead and bridge it up like this. Like that, and 1 block in the middle there. And then we're going to go ahead and lay down another one going out like that. Next up for the roof, so we're just going to go ahead and go next to the side here. I'm going to take this out by 1, 2, 3. Next one up, take it all the way out from the back blocks, fill in that one there, and take that one out too. And repeat the same on this side. So again from the side, and take them all out like that. Okay, next up we're going to work on the second floor on the inside. We're going to put in this ladder over here. So when you walk in, you might be able to see these 2 white lines here. Just down below that, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 pillars going up, as well as bridge the gap in the middle. Now down the center of this, we're going to remove that red going up like that, and that should expose where your ladders are going to be. So you can go ahead and lay those ladders down now, and work our way up to where the bedroom is going to be. Okay, and once you're up here, we're going to chuck in some windows as well. So we're going to go ahead and break 1, 2, 3, and 4, and above that as well. Same for the other side, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the upper side. And then we're going to pop down some windows in there. Just like that, and same with this side over here. And then in our main mushroom down here, we're also going to place in some glass here. So we're going to go up and over like that. And then on this back side here, you can use red stained glass, or you can just use the regular old normal glass. But we're just going to lay some going across there. One in, sorry. There we go. With this top window, we're actually going to drop it down by 1 and replace the top, because that's actually meant to be 1 lower. So just do the same for both of these. And across the bottom down here. Okay, next up, in our smaller mushroom, we're just going to head on the inside, and we're going to go ahead and fill all this in just with a solid block, just to make sure that nothing spawns in there. And we're going to take it up to the same level as this red mushroom up here. If you're using bone blocks, try and get them all sideways if you can, just because it adds a nice, better effect. And then on this back wall, we're going to go ahead and break those two out, and this will be now your entrance in and out. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go around and place all the little spots on it. Now, this is just a completely random thing. You guys don't need to place it where I do, but just go around, remove an occasional block, and just place down a white block on top of it. Just do that fairly regularly around the place. Make sure they're not too close to each other, but make sure you do put a fair amount in. And I'll show you what I come up with in just a moment. Okay, and this is what I have come up with, guys. So yeah, just keep it fairly regular around the place. Make sure there's a fair amount around on both of them, but try not to put them like right next to each other like that. Just give a bit of a distance between them. And once you guys have done that, we're going to go ahead and pop just in here. We're going to remove that block there, and that one, and that one. And we're going to place down an oak fence going around that. Now on the inside here, we're going to go in and remove that, going all the way around like that. And then above that, we're going to go ahead and place down another one. So just go across the top like this, keeping to where that one was on that side, and then take that down to the ground, just there. And same on this side, just to there. Okay, and that's what you guys should have. So if you are using bone blocks, again, just try and make sure you get them sideways like that. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and place some stuff on the bottom in here. So we're just going to go ahead and go across the bottom and place reds down like that, except for in there. Again, we're missing that one on that side, and we're going to go along the inside like this, just under any one high blocks, until you get back to here. Okay, now this next part is optional on whether you want to do it, but I am going to start working on the detailing on the underneath part. So we're going to be laying down these whites, and we're going to be laying down the leaves as well, and some lanterns. Now I have placed some lanterns over here just for enough light for you guys to see. Now again, this does not have to be exactly how I place it. The under part can just be random. The more random it is, the better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep placing these, and if you guys want to follow along as I made them, then by all means feel free to do so. Now we'll put in a little freeze frame like this, so you guys can trace along exactly where I've placed these if you guys want to. And next up, I'm going to start placing in some leaves. So I'm going to be starting up in this corner here, and I'm going to kind of work my leaves like a vine going down the side of this. Again, if you guys need, you can pause the video and copy what I do, or you guys can create it yourselves however you like. So that's one vine going down like that. And then we're going to place another one just going down this way. And mate them up like that. Okay, and now we're just going to go ahead and place some vines up in here, just to get it a bit more green and popping with colour. And that's what we have got so far. Now you can go into that a bit further and put a bit more detail in, but I am pretty happy with how that's looking. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and place down some more lanterns, just to give it a bit of a glowing effect underneath. So these can be placed on any bone blocks around, so just go around and just place a few lanterns, just to kind of light it up a little bit. Maybe one more over here. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop down here and do the same for this one. So just place a few more lanterns around, just to light it up a little bit more. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and work on this top part up here. So the way I like to do the lanterns on this one is to put one on every corner, because this is your highest tower. You want this one to be lit up as possible. So what I did is just place lanterns on each corner. And now we're going to go over it with some leaves again. So I'm going to be starting on this back corner here, and I'm going to take the leaves down, spiraling around again. Just like that. Okay, and now that is all the main parts of the house done. Now, if you guys want to know how to furnish this, then keep watching, but if not, then if you were just here for the structural build and you're going to furnish it yourself, then we're all done. Only thing left is the furnishing. So we're going to start with the enchantment room. So we're just going to go ahead and pop up here. If you guys didn't build an enchantment room, you can just skip over this. But in here, we're just going to go ahead and place bookshelves in all of these gaps here. And on this final side over here. And obviously we're going to place an enchantment table right here in the middle. And now we're going to go ahead and place down some lanterns. So I like to place them here, just in every corner like this. And it lets in a nice amount of light. Okay, so we're going to start off in our main area in the kitchen. So we're going to start by placing 2 upside down quartz stairs there and there, with a cauldron just in the middle. And now just over this side, we're going to remove those 2 blocks. I'm going to place down 4 quartz blocks like that. This will be our fridge, so we're going to place down 2 iron doors in the front. And now just off to the side here, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 chests. And then to the side of that, we're going to go ahead and crouch and place down a stair. And we're going to take this, we're going to take this all the way along to here. And then just on the side here, 2 in from this side, we're going to take that up, all the way up, 1 more up, and over until it meets up there. Okay, now just here, we're going to go ahead and place down a furnace there, and there, a blast furnace just in the middle, and then we're going to place down a weighted pressure plate there and there. Then we're going to need some smooth stone, and we're going to take that all the way up until it reaches just there. And then we're going to need some polished andesite stairs. We're going to place 2 there, and then another 2 upside down just above that, and then some stone just there. And then we're also going to be placing down some plants. So let me just grab a pot real quick. This is optional whether you want to place down some plants or not, but I'm going to be placing a pot there and a pot there. I'm going to put a pink tulip there and a blue orchid there and a lantern just there. Now over here I'm going to go ahead and place down another pot and put another blue orchid in. Just over here I'm going to place down a lantern. Now just to fix up a roof a little bit, we're going to go ahead and place these around like this. So we're just going to fill in all these gaps along here, just to make this top part nice and flat. Just like that, and then we're also going to need 2 more smooth stone, and just put them there. And then some more flattening, like that. Okay, and now, just around the edges of this, we're going to go ahead and keep a 1 gap around it. So, we're just going to break off all the blocks, 1 around it, and fill in any that are sticking out like this, just to give us a more of a neater sort of looking roof. Until you get back to here, and as you can see, that just goes all the way around like that. And now just over here, we're going to go ahead and place down some acacia wood stairs, just upside down, and 1 in the middle. And now I'm going to place a flower pot here with a lily of the valley in it, and a lantern just there. Okay, now just on the edge of our kitchen here, we're just going to go ahead and remove 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Same on this side, repeat again, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Same on this side, just keep repeating that all the way around to here. Whoops, sorry, I did not mean to remove that one. Oh no. Okay, like that. Alright, now we're going to head back over here, and we're going to be placing a chest here, a chest here, a chest here, with a lantern just above that, and above that. And then we're going to go ahead and place our final thing for the kitchen, and that is our mats. So the way I design, I'm using red carpet for here, and then white going down along like this, and red again here. Okay, next up, we're going to start working on our living room area. So just in here, next to this, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and place those out like that. And then we're going to bridge up and around it like this. Whoops, 1 more up, sorry. Like that. And down the other side. Okay, so you should have like a little indent in the wall like that. And now we're just going to place down some blocks just across here temporarily, just to put that painting in like that. Then you can go ahead and remove those ones. And we're going to go ahead and place down some light grey carpet going across the front of that, out and around like this, until you get back to there. And now we're going to grab our acacia wood stairs again. We're going to place one facing that way, and down and along like this. And then just in the middle here, we're going to place down some quartz slabs, just to make a nice little table. And now we're going to work on our painting wall. Now I think this does look better with paintings on it, but everyone has their own opinion on that. So for me, I'm just going to place down 1 square painting like that, a small one on top, a small one on the bottom, and then 2 lengthway ones like this. Just make sure all the paintings are different for that side of the wall. Then repeat the same thing, so a big painting and smaller paintings, and then 2 going up the side here. With this one, you're going to have to place down some blocks, temporary blocks along the side to stop it from placing up there. But then you're just going to want to go across like that. And on the final side in the living area, just repeat that again. Okay, so next up we're going to start working on the bedroom. So the first thing we're going to want to do is just move this staircase just over 1. So we're just going to go ahead and raise this up like that, and then place some ladders going across the front of that, all the way to the top. Okay, next up, you're going to want to place your choice of bed just there. Place 2 of them, and then we're going to go ahead and get rid of that block and pick up this one. And then we're going to place down a sideways staircase there, there, and a straight one there. Okay, and next up, we're going to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall there and there, pot plant there, and pot plant there and there. And then for your carpet, we're going to place down some black wool just there. Then some grey carpet, and then some light grey. We're just going to work on this back wall here. We're just going to place down 1, 2 barrels, and 2 above that. Whoops. And then 2 doors on the front of that. And then just down this side here, we're going to lay across some trap doors going across there. We're going to place down a chair facing that way. And then we're just going to place down 2 stone pillars, both sides, with a flower pot on both of them, with a flower of your choice. Alright, and that's just about this house done, guys. So, if you enjoyed this house tutorial, you found it nice and easy to do, then don't forget to drop a like on the video. It really helped out me by doing so. If you guys want to see more tutorials similar to this, or other Minecraft videos just in general, then don't forget to subscribe. It'll be very, very much appreciated, guys. And yeah, don't forget to let me know in the comments below what you thought, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.